Yes, of course, it is absolutely validating to have a computer graphics PhD university professor tell us that our real time viewport rendering quality is as good as what would typically require an offline renderer and a render farm to produce. So we've been saying this since 2023, since 2022, that the Univah Film Engine provides offline rendering quality directly in the viewport. This is one of our core value propositions is that the Univah Film Engine is a real-time cinematic rendering tool that offers the highest possible visual quality or visual fidelity in real time directly in the viewport, and it must be at above 60 frames per second. Because what good is it if we provide real time rendering quality that is exceptional, but then the FPS is like 2, right? Then you won't be able to do any work in real time. So the goal was we need to provide real time rendering quality that it matches offline rendering quality, but somehow find a way to do that at above 60 frames per second so that you can work quickly on big scenes, small scenes, mid-sized scenes, no matter the scene, whether you're doing a realistic car commercial for Ford or for a Ferrari, or you're doing a product design commercial for Dell or for HP or for Apple. You should be doing all of that in the Univah Film Engine. Whether you're making a the next Transformers movie and you need to render an effect quickly, you should be doing that in the Univah Film Engine. If you're doing dailies, if you're sending dailies in your studio, and you need to be able to make, you know, high quality animatics that look very similar to what you're going to have in the final animation. If you're sending animations quickly to other departments, you should be doing that in the Univah Film Engine. The Univah Film Engine has real time instant video export. So you no longer have to struggle to make daily animations, rendering them for 3 hours or rendering them for 3 days just to send something. Yeah. So the Univah Film Engine provides high end, high quality, pretty much final quality instant video export. So now you can send extremely high fidelity dailies. I mean, it's just incredibly useful. So we've created this tool to be to the film industry what game engines are to the games industry. And so we really want to clear this up in case there's still any confusion. Univah Film Engine is a platform. It is not a plugin. It is not meant to be plugged in or integrated into an existing software. It is not something you add to Maya. It is not a plugin. It does not plug in to Unreal. That would be redundant. It does not plug in to Unity. It doesn't plug into 3ds Max. Univah is not a plugin. It is a platform. Just like Unity is a platform, just like Unreal Engine is a platform, it's bigger than just a software. It's a platform. We are creating the film version of Unreal. You can think of it like that. Whatever Unreal Engine means to you as a gamer, that is what the Univah Film Engine is about to mean to all filmmakers. Whatever Unity means to you as a game developer, that is what the Univah Film Engine aims to become to those people that are in film. So we are creating the unity of film or the Unreal Engine of film. This is a platform and it's a powerful one and it's going to be huge. We're going to have our own content store. We're going to have our own assets created specifically for Univah. We're going to have We're going to have a website where you can sell your assets, which are specifically made for Univah in the Univah format. Okay, the Univah file format is .uvh. So the Univah file extension is .uvh. So anyone who wants to create Univah exclusive assets, 3D assets, they would be creating it in the .uvh file extension because that's the Univah file extension that opens Univah files. Okay, so we are creating a full platform. It's for filmmakers. We want filmmakers to have their own dedicated film engine. You shouldn't have to go to a game engine anymore if you make films. If you don't make games, we don't know why you're using a game engine. To me, it makes no sense. That's why we created the Univah Film Engine. It's not just some new game engine. No, we have no interest in games. The world does not need another game engine. There are too many of those already. Every day, there's someone on YouTube making a game engine. There's like 20 billion new game engines coming out every year. So we don't need another game engine. But nobody ever made a film engine. And so we have done that. So our goal, it is our hope, our absolute hope, that this year, 2026, we will be included in the SIGGRAPH real-time live category so that we can present this film engine to the world, to the industry, officially on stage for 6 minutes. And we want to show the world that there is a new thing out there called film engine, a new category created and pioneered by the Stephanie Michael Software Company. And we are the ones that have created the first film engine. We are the ones that are going to maintain this film engine. We have complete ownership over this IP. We are the creators of rReligionVFX, and we have complete ownership over this IP, and we are more than capable of maintaining it, growing it, scaling it. It is a commercial product meant to be commercially consumed. It's also a commercial product, meaning that it was specifically developed to be acquired by a bigger company. So we also want to make this clear. Univah was specifically developed in such a way that it is going to be easy for any big company to later acquire it. So I already have an exit strategy. We are prepared to exit if a big company like Adobe or Weta Effects or Autodesk or uh, who else could be interested in this tool? So many people. Universal Studios, Netflix, whoever wants to purchase or acquire the Univah Film Engine, whoever wants to become the owner of this powerful new category that we have created, they can acquire us and they can acquire this technology and we can discuss that. So we definitely want to let people know that we have already taken every precaution to make sure that we've created something that not only we can maintain, we've created the Univah Film Engine in such a way that any new developer can really actually get into our source code and they can start using it in less than 3 days. It takes us less than 3 days to onboard new developers. And in less than 3 days, you'll be able to actually get things going in the source code. So we've made the source code very documented. It's very understandable. It's not so complicated that only we can maintain the system. We've created a system that's going to outlast me, the creator. I've created a system that is meant to be acquired by another company. So you're not going to have a hard time, is what I'm saying. If you want to acquire the Univah Film Engine, you're going to love this thing because we've built the back end. The source code is in such a way, the architecture is in such a way that it has a very predictable pattern that you can follow to add new features, to expand it. Right now, the Univah Film Engine has nothing to do with AI. It doesn't use AI at all. So there's no AI capabilities inside of Univah because we don't need it. However, we understand that the company, the bigger company that might want to acquire us, once they acquire us, they might want to add some AI features in Univah. That's perfectly fine because we can't tell you what to do with something that you acquired. So we don't control what the acquirer is going to do with Univah once they acquire it. all I can say is, as of right now, while it's under my control, Stephanie Michaels, we don't see the need to add AI to Univah because Univah doesn't need it. It was specifically created to be more advanced than AI. It was specifically created to not need AI. It's highly optimized, it's extremely fast, and it doesn't need AI. It doesn't need AI upscaling because Univah Pro has crystal clear visuals in the viewport, so there's no need for AI upscaling. Univah Pro was designed to output 6K quality images and videos directly from Univah without any AI upscaling. So again, we don't need any of that because you're not going to have to export a video or an image sequence in 1080p only to use AI upscaling later to make it 4K. That's just too many steps. So in Univah, you can just directly export to 4K, directly export to 6K, and even up to 8K. You can do all of that directly in Univah. So we have already thought of all the things that you would need, all the different render passes. We've already thought of everything that you would need, including uh, you know, the different file formats, AVI, image sequence, MP4. So you can watch our videos. That's why in this, if you go to our website right now, just go to our website and click Univah at SIGGRAPH. This is a new page. And this just, it's a very straight to the point page that shows you what our goals are. We're really trying to get this tool in front of the people that matter. So we are getting pretty much the same feedback from people in computer graphics, people who really understand computer graphics. And that's what we want to start doing. We want to start doing uh, more communications, live communications with computer graphics experts, because these are the people that understand what we're really doing and they know graphics better than anyone. So if we have someone who's a PhD in computer graphics, which is the highest level that you can attain in the graphics industry, there's nothing higher than a PhD. So if someone who has a PhD in computer graphics looks at our software and they tell us that this is excellent, then that's all the validation that we could possibly ever need, right? So we've been getting a lot of that. We've got professionals, people who understand graphics, who do graphics programming on a deep level, people who write research papers, people who write dissertations, and they're telling us this is excellent. So it's not just us saying it's excellent, it's people that are at the highest level of computer graphics telling us this is excellent. So you can watch this video here to see this conversation. You can watch a lot of our other videos on YouTube to see real conversations, non-scripted, real conversations between myself and people in the industry, CG artists, people in the industry, professors, college professors, graphics programmers. We have conversations with all these people. They download Univah, they try Univah, and all of them pretty much say the same thing. Univah Pro is so incredible. It looks like real camera footage, which is the highest compliment that a renderer could get, because essentially that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to make something that looks so realistic you can't tell if it was shot by a camera or if it was captured by or if it's CG generated, if it's CG computer generated, right? And so when we have people tell us we don't know if this was CG or if this is shot by a camera, that means we've done a really great job. Okay. So if you want to understand the difference, if you're wondering, well, okay, Steph, that's cool. You've made a film engine, but what is a film engine? How is it different from Unreal Engine? Why should we stop using Unreal Engine for film? uh, if we're 3D animators, why not use Unreal Engine? We like Unreal Engine because it's real time. Uh, so why should we stop using Unreal Engine? Well, then you can watch this video here, because in this video, we compare our version 1, which is still in development. It's not even finished yet. So we compare our version 1 to the latest version of Unreal Engine, which should tell you a lot, because usually people don't compare their version 1 to a software that's been around for 20 plus years. So the fact that we can compare our version 1 to Unreal Engine version 5, and Unreal Engine has been around since the 90s, that tells you a lot. Okay. So you're comparing a 1 year old software. Our software was released just November of last year, and it's February now. So our software, Univah Lite, the Lite version of the Univah Film Engine, has been out for just basically almost 2 months. And we're comparing that not to Unreal Engine 1, not to Unreal Engine 2, but to Unreal Engine 5.7. And very soon, Unreal Engine 6 is going to come out. And I'm sure they're going to try to copy a lot of our features, but they're not really going to be able to compete when it comes to film. Because we're not trying to compete with Unreal when it comes to games because we have no interest in games. We are filmmakers, and so Univah is a film focused tool created from scratch so that we have no dependency on any film engine. We wrote our physics from scratch. We wrote our physically based rendering from scratch. We wrote our motion graphics system from scratch. Everything that you see in Univah that impresses you, we wrote it from scratch. We didn't use any libraries. We didn't use any pre-made stuff. We wrote everything about motion graphics. All of our motion graphics, we architected that ourselves. We wrote the architecture. We designed everything ourselves. That's probably why it's so incredibly fast because we wrote it ourselves. We didn't just go get a library and then try to bolt it on last minute. We didn't do that. So our physics was written from scratch. Religion VFX, a motion graphic system written from scratch. Our fluid system written from scratch. Everything, all the stuff, all the major things. Our water system, infinite oceans, written from scratch. Uh, yeah. So again, like I said, a lot of things, the Univah Film Engine, written from scratch. Okay, so that's why it's taking so long. It's taken us 6 years. We started in 2020 with the research. We started writing the code in 2022. And so it's taken us, it's taken us some years. But again, we are a self-funded company. I pay for everything myself. And so I don't have a big venture capitalist giving me millions of dollars to build this. I am paying for everything from my own bank account, from my own pockets. So whenever I hire a developer, I have to pay them myself. If I hire someone, I have to pay them, I have to work my butt off, make some money, pay them myself. So it's a lot, but we're doing the best we can with what we have. Thank you so much for watching. We hope that SIGGRAPH will accept our submission to Real-Time Live because we want to present this to the industry so that everybody knows that there is something called Film Engine and it's for filmmakers. So if you're a filmmaker, you don't have to keep going to Unreal anymore. You have something now that's just for you. That's the goal. Alrighty, bye-bye.